The Abreu is a project that reimagined life at Sarah D. Roosevelt Park. As an important green space in the Lower East Side Manhattan, this park connects the neighborhood of Chinatown and Bowery and offers resources for historical, environmental, and recreational purposes.
The concept of the design started with three major components. We first applied the material study of marbling paint dissolving into water and being pulled and stretched by an outer force onto the side, as if it was mixed and poured together. Then we considered the site condition beyond the surface of the park by looking into the life dynamics around the area as a critical zone. How transportation happens on and under the site, people's needs of activity equipment and travel flow in the park, as well as the landscape and vegetation area that offers a unique environmental value in the Lower East Side. Last but not least, we connect the idea of material study and site research with artist Sarah C.'s work, specifically the piece Nights into Days, where the fractional moments of life are projected into the different areas of sight in order to connect and mix the sight into unity.
As a result, this is an animation that concludes the conceptual transformation of the site. The information we gathered for the site allowed us to combine them into this design with multiple layers of heights, incorporating the activities that sustain the daily moments of the park, as well as transforming the landscape into part of the structure to remove the borders and edges from the previous fenced park. We then mixed and stretched the site to fully unite and connect each moment, each activity, and each area into one component of the park that connects with each other.
Since the completion of this project, we were able to successfully maintain the life of people who used to occupy the park, to work in the park, run in nature, play sports, visit historical monuments, and enjoy the urban forest. Except with one major difference. Now people are doing all these activities together and boundaryless.
Here are some specific life moments that are curated for the people in the neighborhood and the true users of the park. The Birdkeeper Walk is a key to give elders in the Chinatown area to have specific areas during their morning walk, to have places to chat and put their bird cages. The kids' play area upgraded from the previous park, where all the activities are seamlessly combined, and one can transition into another. At the same time, parents are able to watch inside the community center.
One of the major reasons for the design to create different levels are for the purpose of blending the experience of occupation, where using and watching are set on the same value. The sinking of the soccer fields allow players to safely keep the ball when playing, while the elevated pathway coming down and become the watching stand blurs the difference between watcher and passer. The removing of the edge and outlines of the park allows the city to enter and leave the park without effort and thought. There is no longer a step transition between in and out.
Another major effort we made is to elevate the landscape and connection over major crossing roads. Where the transportation is well maintained, the movement between different sections of the park is continued by the path and connections. The park is still to be looked at as a field station and museum as a whole, but there are still areas of indoors that allow exhibition to happen. The seamless transition between heights allow people to travel on different latitudes and not having to shift gears.
On the last part of the park, an amphitheater is introduced. This area solves the issue of unused land and the lack of participation of the neighborhood from the previous park, where more gatherings and open up are initiated. Continue down the way, the elevation sinks down and takes you into the ground, where you can see the soil and the underground conditions through glass wall. We wanted to encourage communication between users of the park and the understanding of the environmental conditions that we are in.
Thank you for watching.